Hello and welcome to Encore. Coming up on today's music show, The Strokes are looking backwards, forwards and to the present moment in their new comeback record. We take in a bit of musical theatre with wonder.land as Damon Albarn scores a new show that sees Alice entering the digital age. And we head to the Indian Ocean for the Sakifo festival, direct from Réunion Island. And I'm joined by our music critic Mariam Saab. Hi.
Hello, Olivia.
Now, we're starting off with a group that really defined the new rock sound of the early 21st century. It is, of course, The Strokes. They're back with a new EP. It's called Past, Present and Future. Is this a whole new approach for the band?
Well, that old saying, the more things change, the more they stay the same, really rings true here. They laid down 4 tracks between New York and Austin. Future, Past, Present is The Strokes' first outing on frontman Julian Casablancas' record label. The one-time wild child of rock's compressed vocals, sound that he's really known for, are as angst-driven as ever on the first track, Drag Queen. The band hits a lighter note on Thread of Joy. Oblivious and its remix by drummer Fabrizio Moretti round off what really is a gem of an EP. Good to have them back.
Well, let's take a look at a track from that album. This is the 80s-inspired lyric video for Drag Queen.
On the spectrum of past, future, present, if we rewind, this is their first EP since Modern Age over a decade ago. Now that 3-track cult classic made the group the most sought-after rock band in years. RCA won the bidding war. Now that deal came to an end with 2013's Calm Down, their last album with a major. Coming full circle, it feels like this EP is really a throwback to their early years. So what does the future hold for The Strokes? When asked about the possibility of a full album, Casablancas says that all hinges on the group's collective will, hinting a little bit of trouble in rock and roll paradise there. Now this EP feels like they're just testing the waters. Now if it were up to me, I would tell them to jump on in.
Okay, well, The Strokes, they were definitely the buzz of the moment at the time, and they're coming full circle. Now we're going further back in history to the 90s. Garbage is back with a new record. They've been out of the spotlight for a few years, so what has Shirley Manson and her gang got in store for us?
Well, they've got some strange little birds, inspired in part by fan letters. It's a moody, cathartic record which has the band turning years of pent-up emotional trash, we could say, into treasure. 6 albums into the game, this one is a tug at 90s nostalgia. Frontwoman Shirley Manson says it's about getting back into that beginner's headspace, back to the vibe of their 1995 self-titled breakthrough record. And let me tell you, this one delivers. Garbage has struck that first spark again and fired up a record as dark as it is beautiful. Hitting at the heart on this one, lyrically, Manson dips into the pitfalls of love.
Okay, well, now there's a generational jump. We're moving to someone who was born in the 90s. In fact, he found fame as one of the Jonas brothers before that band split a couple of years back. Nick Jonas is now on his 3rd solo album. Mariam, has he managed to shake off the boy band image?
Absolutely. I'm loving the new Nick Jonas. Is really coming into his own on Last Year Was Complicated and further away from that purity ring-wearing, squeaky clean image as a Joe bro. Now, the youngest of the 3 has grown up in every sense of the word and he isn't shy about showing it. This record has Nick Jonas turning lost love and heartbreak into R&B radio gold. But I'm not sure if he was thirsty or hungry for love or brunch with tracks like Bacon, featuring a rap break by Ty Dolla $, and Champagne. In what we could call an exorcism of love, Nick Jonas gets up close and personal with Swedish singer Tovlo on the record's lead single. This is Close.
Well, moving to live music now, Adele has been on stage in the Netherlands and she gave fans a special 90s nostalgia trip. Turns out that Adele is a fan of the Spice Girls.
My inner fangirl is just busting out the hairbrush mic. I wish I could have been there for this. Adele had an epic Spice Girls moment. She broke into Spice Up Your Life at her last concert. Now, could we see a repeat here in Paris? Fingers crossed, the Grammy-winning singer will be stepping into the spotlight with back-to-back nights at the Accord Hotel Arena this week. Paris is a stopover on her first arena tour since she took time out to recover from throat surgery and a time out with her firstborn child. All 105 dates across Europe and the US are sold out. For the Paris dates, as you can imagine, the bidding war has begun on eBay. I saw tickets just the other day reaching up to €1,000, but that's nothing compared to the UK. In London, one seat reportedly sold for up to £25,000.
Oh my goodness, that is for the very lucky few. Next, Macy Gray, Lily Wood and the Prick, Charlie Winston. They're just a few names headlining at the Sakifo Festival. It took place over the weekend in Réunion Island. That's some 10,000 kilometres away from us here in Paris. International stars took the opportunity to mingle with local singers and to discover the island's Creole music. Our reporters Johan Baudin and Aurore Dupuis got a bird's-eye view of the festival.
We are flying over Réunion Island in the middle of the Indian Ocean. Réunion is dubbed the Intense Island for its gorgeous landscapes, its volcanoes. One of them was actually spitting lava a couple of days ago. But Réunion Island is also known for its diversity and its culture. Every year for the past 13 years, more than 20,000 people have been celebrating the Sakifo festival.
It's crazy, everyone's here, partying. Tourists and locals as well. It's really wonderful.
We just watched a band from Mozambique. It's a great way to travel around the world.
In this festival, local Creole artists are not forgotten. They play along with international pop stars, and that's really important. It makes this festival really eclectic. And that's all you need.
More than 60 bands have come from across the world to come here, from the United States, England, Australia, India, but also from Africa. We've talked to some of the celebrities, the artists who've headlined at this festival. Take a listen to them.
We like tunes that come from warm, sunny countries. We love colourful music, and Creole vibes make us happy.
It creates relationships, it creates friendships, you could say. And that's what's great about it. Maloya, electro, rap, a musical melting pot that resonates across Réunion Island.
Now we're staying with live music. The Francophonie Festival is taking place in Montreal at the moment. That festival focuses on French music or francophone music. This year there's a special homage to Serge Gainsburg, the singer-songwriter who died 25 years ago. How are they paying tribute to him, Mariam?
In spectacular fashion, the Montreal Symphony Orchestra will be taking on the giant of French song. The first part of the concert will feature Jane Birkin live. She was Serge Gainsbourg's longtime love, muse and collaborator. Part 2 will feature French singer Arthur H, and the orchestra will be interpreting Gainsbourg's groundbreaking 1971 record Histoire de Mélodie Nelson. A masterful storyteller, Gainsbourg always had a special way with words. Now, riding on its Lolita-inspired scenario, Histoire de Mélodie Nelson particularly stands out as one of France's greatest rock records of all time.
And one for the Canadian fans of the Grand Gainsburg, as he's known here in France. Finally, we're moving to musical theatre now. Damon Albarn has gone down the rabbit hole with his latest project. This is a new take on Alice.
Yes, Blur and Gorillaz frontman Damon Albarn has set the score to Wonderland, a musical reboot of Lewis Carroll's iconic story. In this version, the protagonist, Ali, disappears down the digital rabbit hole, complete with an online Cheshire cat. The internet actually becomes her virtual looking glass. The musical had a run in the UK. For many critics, though, it fell short of the hype. Some described it as a bit of a muddle, albeit a watchable one thanks to the spectacular set design. Wonderland is showing at the Theatre du Châtelet from the 7th to the 16th of June.
Well, thank you, Mariam, for going through that for us. We'll leave you with a preview of that show. Remember, you can get more culture news on our website, Encore's also on social media, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. There's more news coming up on France 24 after this.
Don't want the adult world.